Hi everyone, welcome back to Special Angel Art Dolls. My name is Nicole, and today I'm here with my sweet little Oona Shae. She is Pilar by Audrey Stuta, and she's just all cozy in her little ruffles and bows, adorable sleeper. And she's holding her little munch blanket. That's what this is called. It's just a little lovey blanket with a silicone teether attached, and she's enjoying that. She's chewing on that. I absolutely love her little open mouth because she can do stuff like that, and she just has the most adorable expression. Anyway, I am here to do a tag by Penny at Lighthearted Life and Collectibles. It is the Dollie Advice Time Machine tag. So the tag prompt is that you have a time machine, you have access to a time machine, but you only get to keep it for 15 minutes. And you can go back into the past to a specific time that you choose and talk to yourself, your past self, about dolls and what Dollie advice would you give. So not only what advice would you give, but what would your time machine be and when would you go back? So my time machine would be a TARDIS because I love Doctor Who, and specifically it would be driven by the 10th Doctor, because no way would I be driving a TARDIS by myself. Like, if you've seen the show, that would be way worse than a golf cart. And the 10th Doctor, I just love him, but you know, he would think that it was crazy, but that wouldn't stop him from going along with it. So yeah, so I would go back to early May 2013. I had just gotten married, and I had also just gotten my Tallulah. And Tallulah, she is the Clara kit by Shauna Clymer. I probably should have brought her on, but most of you have seen her. She was the first limited edition sculpt that I ever had, and not just limited edition, but I would say kind of like higher end for the time. I mean, high end means something different now, and different people mean different things when they say high end, but for me she was a higher end doll. Before this I had mostly Bountiful Baby kits and a few, or maybe just a couple of open edition kits from like Irresistibles, and they were nice, but Tallulah had a level of detail that I was not accustomed to in Reborn sculpts, and so she really stood out to me at the time that I got her, and so that pertains to some of what I would say to my past self. So the first thing that I would say is, hey, I know that you think these dolls are a stand-in for children. I know you think that this is something that you're doing until you have them, because this is how you're keeping yourself sane with all this motherly love that you have and nowhere to pour it out except on these babies and on Delaney, the dog, by the way. But these are going to be your kids. They are going to be as close to kids as you get, along with your animals and your future niece and nephews. These are going to be as close as you get. So make of that what you will. And if we keep this short and you don't spend too much time protesting, then I'll tell you some other things about your future that you probably need to know now. But right now we're just talking about dolls. So I know you're not taking this too seriously, and there is such a thing as taking it too seriously, but you need to stop just rushing into things just because it feels good at the time. Because this is going to mean more to you than you ever thought possible in the future. Second thing, you cannot contaminate your dolls with your depression. I know that when you're depressed, you feel like it. I know you feel like anything you touch is going to be sullied by that depression. But actually, if you made it a point to pick up and cuddle your babies when you feel depressed, you would have a much better time. But that being said, in a few months, you're gonna decide to make dolls, and don't try to do that when you're depressed, okay? Just don't. Third thing, in this hobby, it is kind of true that you get what you pay for. That's not to say that there can't be a good deal or a bargain, but if you go looking for bottom end prices, you're also 9 times out of 10 gonna get bottom end product. And that is going to matter to you. I know you think it doesn't, but look at this baby you just got. You want more of that, okay? I know money is gonna get tight. Actually, money is gonna get tighter than you could ever imagine. You are going to experience some awful times. But quantity is way less important than quality. So keep that in mind when you're going through those horrible times and you think that you need a new baby to make yourself feel better. A, it won't work. And B, you're not gonna be happy with what you get. Next thing, you will be okay. There are gonna be times that you have to sell almost your entire collection so that you can survive. You won't have a choice. You will have to do it. But you'll be alright. And you'll come back from it. Next thing, don't let anyone talk you out of it. Because in the end, the people who just sort of tolerate it, they'll be gone. But you'll make better friends than you could have ever imagined having in this hobby. And it will be because of dolls. But what you have in common with these friends that you're gonna make goes way beyond that. Next thing, you will get hurt. You will get scammed. You will have some terrible experiences. I know you think you already have, and they were terrible, but you're gonna have some more. And later on, some of those terrible experiences are gonna involve people, and it's gonna make you wanna walk away. But don't throw out the good with the bad. You will learn to separate those things from what you really love. And you will eventually learn to surround yourself with the people that you love and that you care about and who care about you in return. And who are about the things that you're about. Final thing, what you like is going to change. And that's okay. It's alright to grow and change and discover new things. It doesn't make you a bad person. When I said that these dolls were your kids, I didn't mean that you had to think of them like real kids and that you had to feel guilty for letting them go. That's just part of it sometimes. And it always will be. But in the end, you will discover more and more of what you like, and eventually it will be very, very seldom that you let go of it all. So, I don't think it's been 15 minutes, but I like to give myself a window of time. So, I'm gonna tell you some other things after the camera's turned off, and then I'm gonna go back to the future. I hope this helped. See you in about 9 years. So that is my answer to the tag. And I really had to think about it because there are all kinds of non-Dolly things that I would like to tell my past self. And also, if this were really a thing, I would not want to say things to myself that would keep me from learning in the way that I learned. from experimenting and making mistakes and getting hurt. So a forewarning is not necessarily stopping those things from happening. But this was a really interesting concept for a tag. Very, very thought-provoking, and it got really deep for me really fast. So I hope you all enjoyed my answers, and I hope you enjoyed seeing sweet little Miss Oona. She just makes me happy. She's so sweet. And I will be back again very soon with someone else and something else. So take care, everyone. God bless, and thanks for being here. Bye.